Thought the volume wasn't turned up, didn't you? Hello, everyone. Well, after the winter's slumber, even though I was out on the bike, hope everybody's doing good and healthy. And the rear brakes just, you really had to press. The front ain't too good on this 1970 anyway. It's kind of like throwing the cat out. But I figure, well, I'll just take off the rear tire, which is always fun on these drum brakes. But I've seen all the shiny spots. I've since sanded the shiny spots, and I sanded them all down to get a nice, the best I know of, other than putting it on and off a bunch of times, and then maybe putting some, I don't know what you'd put on there, but I know you're supposed to take these and put them in there, and I did that when I first got these new shoes. But, and then of course I had to remember, let's see, you let the air out of the tire to get it as small as this way. Then you take the shocks and you drop the swing arm down until it bumps into the exhaust over there. Take this side of the exhaust off. Pull, because it's pretty snug up here. It always is a little bit more to this side. I often wonder, should I adjust the spokes? I assume this is how it was from the factory. I think on this one I did run a line of string down there when it was up on the table, and it seemed fine. But, new neighbor. Yeah, he's got a, Road King or something, but it's got a fairing on it. And he moved in down at the end of the street. I think he does tattooing in the spare room. But, it's always changing here, in the neighborhood and stuff. There's some old ones like me, been here almost 50 years. And a few others that have been here maybe 40 or 35. But, back to this. So then I went ahead and cleaned the ridge off, because I could tell it had a little bit of ridge. And I got my grinder out. I got a bunch of those. I think they were throwing them out at the chemical factory where I worked back in the 70s. And they do fall apart fast. But I cleaned this up, made it a little more grabbable, shall we say. Yesterday I did flush the brakes. I put new fluid in there, and then I drew it out the bleeder over here. There's Mr. Bleeder. So I bled that. I got one of those pumps. At least I marked it, for brake bleeding only. It's a little pump job. And otherwise I'd probably put oil through it and screw it all up. So I think I did that. That's why I had to get another one. But those are the things, if you're doing one, cantilever the fender up. Of course, I had to take my saddlebags and all that stuff, so I'm in no rush to put them back on. I do have that little box now that I can click on, click off. But hopefully, like I say, I ground down the shiny spots, and then I gave it a nice finish. I'm going to blow it off, clean it real good, spray it with some carb cleaner, and then put it back together. It's a struggle. I mean, these are so much easier with that. They pull it out, drop. Yeah, it's a lot nicer, but it's how old stuff is. But yeah, I got a little box now, so clicked in. I had to go shopping this morning. Needed some, what did we need? Oh, here's a washer. I'm always saving washers. Lettuce and Kay's going to make pizza. So, but I will catch you guys later. Boy, I tell you, it's really nice out here today. Let's see that temperature. That's right. 62 degrees or thereabouts. So, and I think I put together a couple more birdhouses. and they're nesting again in the old grill up there. And they definitely nest in there. They love that. I think that's the top of an old car, you know, when they flipped up back in the 20s or something, 30s. They like the black walls. They never liked the white wall. So I had to take the white wall down. They never nested in the white wall tire. Don't know why. Maybe it scared them. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Been watching all your channels. Slick, Sketchy Chopper, Ralph up in Canada. Hope it's getting warm there. Of course, Ed down in Florida. Another fella down in Florida. He's building a building. Sorry, I forget you guys' names. Kraken's Garage, of course. Gosh. There's probably some others. Believe me. I think I need that Prevagen for my brain. But stay safe out there. Spring's here. That's right. It came here just the other day. Well, maybe it was today. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Got any ideas on the rear braking thing? If I'm headed in the right direction and that kind of stuff. Catch you later. And thanks for stopping by from northern Indiana. Bye-bye.